Right, lads, part 8 of our reviews of our teams, looking at the team that came 8th last. And side note, yes, apologies, the production quality isn't the same as it was with the projector in the classroom. Can't do anything about it. Deal with it, motherfuckers. Alrighty, so on to Wilski now. His draft grade for me was an F. I thought he absolutely shit the bed during this draft. Look, leading up to the draft, Willis was something I was really hoping that maybe I could get, especially when I'd moved Stafford. Then when he was drafted in the 3rd round, he was drafted as the 3rd quarterback picked. I think there's some stat where there's only been like Russell Wilson's only been like only 3rd round quarterback in the last couple decades to do something. So he is going to have a bit of a wait, and look, there's no guarantee that he'll actually become the player that you hope he'd be. Look, I hope he is for you, mate. I had high hopes for him, but obviously a lot of the NFL teams think he's missing something. But to take him with the 8th overall pick, I thought that was a reach. And you had those couple of seconds that were looking good, but then you went and through those seconds and James Conner back to go grab George Pickens. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything about the player or anything. George Pickens, nice player, could be great next year, so it could end up being worth it. But I believe you could have taken Pickens 8th overall, and I think you could have taken Willis round 2, pick 6. That way you still would have had your 8th pick in the 2nd round. You still would have had James Conner as well. So I think you could have done a better job there. Onto our IDP picks. The best pick for me was Wingard. If anyone hasn't seen Andrew Wingard, go and have a look, mate. Anyone who conditions their hair and plays in the NFL like that is worth the best pick of the IDPs. The worst pick for me, quite an obvious one here, was when you picked a running back in the IDP draft. I was thinking, mate, maybe you got these left wing sort of picks that you're going for, and you know what's going on. Apparently you were looking at some ranking where it said standard, and you saw like next to him it said standard 2 or something. Rose had already explained that Sleeper, their rankings are absolutely wank. So you decided to ignore that and pick a running back. You dickhead. Look, still like Wilski's team. However, the drop-off could be coming. We're talking about Willis maybe not playing straight away. We don't even know if he's going to be any good. Danny Jones is on his last chance. He could be out of the league if he does not perform this year. You've got Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry, great players. At some point, there's going to be a drop-off. So it's not there yet. Still a good team. Still think lots of wins in store. But a very delicate situation for you now moving forward. 2022 prediction. Look, I think you could fall and trip into the playoffs, but I certainly don't think you'll be, top of the South this year with the way things have been going. And looking at the team there, look, Prescott, Henry, Patterson, Jefferson, Hill, Hollywood Brown, Schultz, Stevenson, Jones. Looks really good. It's just more about how will the depth go. There's some interesting ones in the IDP. I question the linebacker core and how that's going to go. Fitzpatrick's a great one. Question the players in the flex spots as well. Look, you're still running with Heineke in your bench, so that's an issue. You've still got that Agnew there as well. So there's some issues in terms of those on the bench. Kemet the Frog is a great one, so you should be all right. See you next time, boys.